pretty meat state and you're going back there, we wanted to make sure that we could help you contribute to keeping this Meatless Monday apart. So here's something for you.
What the heck?
You can munch on some of that when you're traveling back down. Okay, good. So, as most of you know, when you perform any kind of sterile technique, you have to have some kind of upper arm strength to hold your arms up to keep your field sterile. She has this one covered. She's been able to maintain her biceps because of walking there around her complex there, but that's not where she got them. She originally got her guns when she was in high school. She was a member of the high school flag team. And I actually,
Pictures.
so this is her and her flag. Oh yeah.
Hold up your thank you sign.
Are you gonna say thank you guys? Thank you. So even though you traded in this flag for a scalpel, we wanted to make sure you remembered where you came from. So this is our version of a DSCS flag for you. So one of the last things that we wanted to talk about was how great she was at documenting everything and how important that was. She needs to not only record the medical data, but her patients, she needs to know her patients and write little sayings down about them. So I took over doing her phones in March, I believe, and I started noticing that she's kind of a hoarder. And she couldn't throw any paper away. So I got all of her encounter sheets that had these things all over them and notes all over them about treatment plans and stuff. But I wasn't the only one to sell them after that, but she wanted me to have them. And then I just showed them. But I have some of them for you. So I thought you might want to go through some. One of her sayings that she writes on these is, bless her heart. The other thing that she says is, OMG, right? So that's like on all of her paperwork is OMG. And then she says to a patient, we're just going to take a smidge, just a smidge more. And don't be lame. So then she'll freeze about 40 AKs, and the patient's really feeling the burn at this point. And she does this thing with her hands where she kind of like swishes a fly away, and she goes, whoo! Like that's supposed to be. But she does it anyway. So we're going to miss you a lot, and all of your cute little things and all the things that you do here. And to sum up your whole year here with us, I think it'd be best if we just quoted you and said, you're Dunsky. And I hope we're still friends. Is that what I'm here? Okay. Whew. What a fun night. What a fun night and what a fantastic year this has been. Wowza. Who would have thought 35 years ago that one day I would be able to work with the best nurses, surgical technicians, MAs, lab technicians, administrative assistants, estheticians, and doctors in this entire country. I feel so honored and humbled to have had this privilege to work with every single one of you guys. I want to thank you all for making this time so special to me. I have learned so much about surgery from everyone, how to run a Mohs lab thanks to Olivia, Barb, and Kelly, how to work with EHR thanks to Jenny, and I learned a lot about myself in the process. To all the nurses and surgical techs whom I've had the pleasure of working with, thank you for being patient with me as I learned the ropes. I hope I didn't slow you down too much, especially those first few months. I wish I could scoop you all up and move you to Austin. So all the lab technicians, thank you for showing me the ins and outs of setting up a mode lab. It has been a long road, but you made it easy and fun. To the doctors, thank you for letting me shadow you from time to time. I'm sure that when I get back to Austin, I'll start my first Mohs case and completely panic because I won't have your expertise just around the corner. And last but certainly not least, to Dr. Goldstein, thank you so incredibly much for taking a chance on me way back when. You have changed my life. Now I'm getting emotional. I cannot thank you enough for the experience. For me to have trained under the best in the country. I feel so blessed and honored. I know that I will miss our lunches. I've had enough Chinese food to last me for a lifetime. And I will miss the usual Goldstein phrases. He typically says a lot of these phrases when he goes in with patients. What do you know? Are we still friends? What's the idea of growing this thing, huh? I thought we were going to stop meeting like this. Just so you know, when operating on the lip, he tells patients, I'm not going to take any more lip from you. If you were a Mizzou fan, I wouldn't even use anesthetic. On busy clinic days, when it gets backed up, he'll look at the rack and he'll turn around and he'll say, there are 7 in the rack. Or sometimes he'll just go. And all of our favorite is, be careful with the eye. Always will say it if you're anywhere near that vicinity. And I will forever miss trying to decipher his hand signals when we have masks on during surgery. So thank you. And then, do you want to bring the stuff? As a token of my